you're in high school, I mean, you were starting to sit in and play different places and all that stuff, but you were also meeting a lot of people, like well-known legendary guys. Because I can remember seeing you at the showcase a lot, and you just happen to have your horn, and they just happen to know who you were and all that stuff. How did that happen? Did you just, you were one of those guys with the courage and you just go up on stage or something, or what was going on?
Not so much. I think it was more thought out than that. It was actually my thing I was doing. I'd figure out. I knew where the people were staying at the jazz showcase. I knew the hotel.
Yeah.
So I said, they're all staying there, and they're all staying, and I just called the hotel and asked for them. They connect me.
And they weren't like Lady Gaga with a fake name or something.
No,
it was like
no
if Nicholas Payton's there,
yeah,
it's Nicholas
right
Payton.
there. You call and say, hey, man, hey, Nicholas Payton. It's Nicholas Payton, yeah. It's Maurice Brown. I'm a young trumpeter in Chicago. I was wondering if I could take you to lunch today. And they'd say, sure.
Free lunch? Yeah. Sounds good to me.
And then you go to lunch, and then you build, and next thing you know, you start talking with them, and you become friends, and they say, man, you're pretty cool. Why don't you come to the show tonight, And I'm like, oh, that'd be great. And they say, oh, bring your horn, I said, oh, okay, And at this point, sometimes people wouldn't even know if you could play or not. But they could kind of tell by your conversation.
When you're talking to them,
because we start talking about certain things, and they kind of be like, okay, And I think they were curious themselves to say, like, what does this cat sound like? Yeah.
So you would go in and you'd sit down and you'd sit in and start sitting in with these guys, and that's how you got to know those guys, right?
Yeah, and it was like I had to get past that first barrier of Joe Siegel, though. Like he was definitely not playing around. Like every time I go there, and he go $20. I say, oh man, I'm on the list. He goes, oh yeah, where? I'm like right there, and he's like, oh okay, so you are. All right, and I go. Yeah, but
I've seen that, man. I just did his book with him, and I love Joe, but I've seen that like over the past 2 years. It's like you got it down to a T. You're like, let me see where that is. Like you're trying to break out of jail or something and get into his club.
It worked, because I always be on the list. But if I came with a girl or something, he definitely made me pay for that. Like, she's not on the list. Like okay, then you have to pay because I'm a little bad. You're like, right,
yeah, right. What are you gonna do?
Thanks a lot, Joe.
Well, so then you're sitting in with these guys, and are they calling you to go out and play gigs and things like that? I mean, once you got to know them a little bit?
Eventually, yeah, it turned into a relationship, a working relationship. And but before anything, I'm just cool.
Yeah,
and just,
right.
Being chill. It doesn't sound chill. Like you're calling the hotel.
Did you want to go to lunch?
Yeah, it's like it doesn't sound chill, but it was definitely chill every time. And it's like no one said no. Like
isn't that amazing though?
Yeah, it
Isn't
was
that
like
amazing?
everyone was like yes. It was like
I mean, because I don't know if I would say yes. Like if somebody called me up and said, "Hey, you want to go to lunch?" I'd be like, I don't know, man. I kind of want to just relax in my room. So those guys were. Since you know a lot of these guys and and you've traveled all over and you keep meeting more and more people, don't you feel like, and especially in all the different genres, don't you feel like jazz musicians are like the most down to earth, where they're just like, yeah, sure, no problem, whatever, they'll just hang, or are there other guys like that?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because a lot of people, it just depends on how comfortable people are with themselves. You know? Like if they're secure in themselves and comfortable in their own skin, then they don't really trip off of like protocol of like celebrity protocol. Yeah. It's kind of like are just normal people. Mm-hmm. I met some people that that you would have no idea that they would be so down to earth. But then you think like, why wouldn't you be like?
Yeah, you're right. You're on Earth.
You're on Earth. That's where we are. So.